Newly leaked documents, some of them marked top secret, paint a detailed picture of the war in Ukraine, revealing critical vulnerabilities and strengths of both sides. The biggest leak of secret American information on the war in Ukraine since Russia's full-scale invasion 14 months ago, the documents provide detailed accounts of the training and equipment being provided to Ukraine as it puts together a dozen new brigades for an offensive that could begin within weeks. According to the documents, Ukraine's Western allies are providing tanks, armored vehicles, and artillery pieces, but equipment delivery times will impact training and readiness. One map even includes a mud-frozen ground timeline, assessing ground conditions across eastern Ukraine as spring progresses. The documents also reveal internal debates that Washington's other allies, such as Israel and South Korea, are having about Ukraine and other sensitive issues. Some of the documents are marked top secret and others to be shared only with America's closest intelligence allies. The leak provides more details on casualty figures, with the U.S. estimating that between 189,500 and 223,000 Russian soldiers have been killed or wounded. The equivalent figure for Ukraine's losses is between 124,500 and 131,000. However, the Pentagon says it has low confidence in the figures due to gaps in information, operational security, and deliberate attempts, probably by both sides, to mislead. It is unclear who leaked the documents and why. The appearance of the documents on a messaging platform popular with gamers in early March has led to speculation about the source of the leak. Some military bloggers have suggested it is part of a Western plot to mislead Russian commanders, while Kyiv officials have spoken about a possible disinformation campaign by Russia. Regardless of the source, Ukraine's spring offensive could represent a make-or-break moment for the Zelensky government to alter dynamics on the battlefield and set conditions for peace talks later. While there is nothing in the leaked documents that points to the direction or thrust of Ukraine's counter-offensive, Kyiv needs to keep its enemy guessing about how the campaign will unfold to maximize the chances of success. In the biggest leak of secret American information on the war in Ukraine since Russia's full-scale invasion 14 months ago, dozens of impenetrable military acronyms have been revealed in top-secret documents, painting a detailed picture of the war in Ukraine. The leaked documents, some of them marked top secret, reveal a lot about the state of Ukraine's military and its vulnerabilities. Crucially, they also shed light on what the relative strengths of both sides are likely to be when Ukraine decides to launch its much-anticipated spring offensive. Subscribe for more content like this. Pentagon officials have confirmed that the documents are real, and while some information on at least one of them appears to have been crudely altered in a later version, the implications are huge. The leaked documents include detailed accounts of the training and equipment being provided to Ukraine as it puts together a dozen new brigades for an offensive that could begin within weeks. The documents say when the brigades will be ready and lists all the tanks, armored vehicles and artillery pieces that are being provided by Ukraine's Western allies. But it notes that equipment delivery times will impact training and readiness. After a winter that has tested Ukraine's air defenses to the limit, there's also a sobering analysis of Kyiv's diminishing air defense capability, as it seeks to balance its limited resources to protect civilians, critical infrastructure, and its frontline troops. The documents also reveal internal debates some of Washington's other allies, from Israel to South Korea, are having about Ukraine and other sensitive issues. Some of the documents are marked top secret, others to be shared only with America's closest intelligence allies. But who leaked the documents, and why? It is still unclear who leaked the documents, and the story of how they found their way from the messaging platform Discord to 4chan and Telegram has already been told by Eric Toller of the investigative open-source intelligence group Bellingcat. The original source of the leaks has not yet been identified. In Kyiv, officials have spoken about a possible disinformation campaign by Russia, while other military bloggers have suggested the opposite, that it is all part of a Western plot to mislead Russian commanders. The leak is more sensitive and potentially damaging than previous ones. Ukraine has zealously guarded its operational security, and cannot be happy that such sensitive material has appeared at such a critical moment. Ukraine's spring offensive could represent a make-or-break moment for the Zelensky government to alter dynamics on the battlefield and set conditions for peace talks later. The country needs to keep its enemy guessing about how the campaign will unfold to maximize the chances of success. The leaked documents are a warning that the war in Ukraine is far from over, and that the situation remains fragile. As the world watches with bated breath, it is uncertain what the next move in the conflict will be. In conclusion, the recent leak of secret American information on the war in Ukraine has provided an unprecedented level of detail about the conflict. The documents, some marked top secret, give a comprehensive account of the military vulnerabilities and relative strengths of both sides, as well as casualty figures, training and equipment being provided to Ukraine, and other sensitive issues. While some of the information is already known, the leak has provided a lot more of it in one place, and the implications are huge. It remains to be seen who leaked the documents and why, but Ukraine's spring offensive, which could represent a make-or-break moment for the Zelensky government to alter dynamics on the battlefield and set conditions for peace talks later, could be impacted. The Kremlin and other interested parties will be closely watching and analyzing the information provided in the leaked documents, and Kyiv will need to keep its enemy guessing about how the campaign will unfold, in order to maximize the chances of success. Thanks for watching. Subscribe our channel for authenticity.